Good afternoon. Welcome to Daily Blast Live. If you are new to the show, this is Jeff Schroeder, and I am Tori Schulman, and this show is all about you guys commenting on the trending news of the day.
I wish you could be here before the camera started rolling.
Anywho, we're going to ignore the person to my left, but actually I do need you because Big Brother is coming to an end, and I think there's a double eviction tonight. So talk to me. This is, if you guys don't know, you must be living under a rock. This is everyone's favorite Big Brother except for mine. This is, he married Jordan, who won in Big Brother 11.
Big Brother 11.
And then he came back.
For Big Brother 13.
And then it also was on Amazing Race.
16.
And then Marriage Boot Camp. Just amazing.
Jeez Louise. I have no idea.
So, we want all your Big Brother questions to Jeff. Jeff was a good strategist. You made a lot of big moves.
Yeah,
so
but I never won. So.
Well, you won because you won Jordan. That's winning.
Yeah, that's winning.
So, who do you think is going to be evicted? I've now gotten into it, which is annoying because I've never watched one episode.
Well, it depends on who wins the veto.
Right.
Right?
Who do you want evicted? Let's do it that way. Dream eviction. 2 people, you get to choose word.
Me?
Yeah. You're in the house somehow, you get the power. Who would you want to see gone?
If I was in there. Well, if I was in there playing or if I was in there as someone?
No, you were in there playing.
Oh, wow. If I was in there, oh, wow.
Oh, wow. That's coming up later
yeah, that's
in the show.
That's Owen Wilson. Man, who would I, looking in if I was playing, I'd want to get rid of James.
Okay.
Because he's playing strong, and I'd want to get rid of Ross.
I was just going to say that.
Those are the 2
If
strongest
someone's
people.
going to make a move, it's got to get rid of Ross. He's going to win if no one gets rid of him.
Well, that's who I think's going to win. If he survives his double eviction tonight, he's going to win. And I think he will because he has a lot of allies in the house.
But aren't you, if you're at all, Alex, you can just walk past. He's like monkey crawling down here. But if you wanted to win, you have got to get Ross out, or he's going to take the whole thing.
But here was a couple of my mistakes. Well, I had many mistakes, but I always took out the big player. So when you take out the big player,
what's wrong with that?
You become the target. But this is wow. So this is it's over Sunday. So now you have to make a big move. Now you got to go for Ross. You got to go for an Omarosa's even playing a good game, or you got to go for a James.
James is the sneaky little shark. He's quiet, but he's been thinking the whole time.
Oh, he's definitely been thinking.
I still don't know where he's from, but I think he's from Nicola. No, I'm kidding. But really, he has played it well. Now, there's one guy who I always think is playing it like he doesn't care. He's totally unaware, but I think he's smarter than that. Mark McGrath is skating by. Have you noticed Nancy Kerrigan over here?
I think he's a cool dude. I was sad I didn't get a chance to interview these guys because I would have liked to interview them. But Mark I think is a really cool guy. It's people like Mark, that are just cool and they ride the wave.
He said that out loud. He's like, I'll just ride it. I'm going to ride it to the end.
Yeah,
but can you win without making allies?
So partnering with James as he did, James is his buddy. Guess what? The target's on James. It's not on Mark.
It's so true.
So James is going to go down. Guess who steps up? Mark. And with 2 days left, Mark's got a good shot. Like I said, I think Ross, if he doesn't get picked off in this next double eviction, I think he's got a chance. And I don't think Ross is scared to make the big moves. I don't think he's scared to cut ties because he knows there's only one winner.
Right, but if I were playing in that game, don't you guys agree? You get Ross off now.
Right.
Now's the time. Now,
if I was in there, I would.
Right. Now, Brie Alexander says, I want to see Omarosa go and Marissa. I wouldn't mind seeing Marissa go. I feel like she is Ross, but I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing her evicted tonight. I like her, but I just don't love her. Brandy is definitely one who will be evicted tonight. That's Singing Mary saying that. Well, she did kind of go against the vote.
She did. Which was kind of crazy, like when she just flipped that vote for the one.
And then she admitted it to everybody.
Yeah, I don't know why she did that. I don't know who did that. Who did that? And I just start blaming other people.
Yeah, right.
But she did do it for a vote in the end, so it's not like she was totally innocent.
She wanted the jury room vote, right?
Yeah, because usually the jury doesn't see anything, so it doesn't matter if you vote for them or not. So they don't know. Now they're at home or watching, and they're going to come back and vote. So they see. So it's smart to say, hey, vote for Shannon. You know what I'm saying?
Very, very interesting. Yeah. This is very interesting. So
there's a lot of mind games that go deeper than people just watching. You know what I'm saying? When
well,
you're in there.
Also, like, to be super honest with you, there's not a lot to do. So your mind starts like playing
you forget the outside world is there.
Right.
Again, this is different because it's such a short time, but I'm sure they're already experiencing that. But the Big Brother house becomes your real world.
That's right.
That's, you know, it's like your mind just adjusting to any situation that you're in.
Yeah, a hostage situation, you're in war. I mean,
No,
your
no,
mind
not like that. I'm
adapts.
saying like if you were in prison or something, or if you had left, if you moved to a different country. Or
No, you just adapt, exactly.
Yeah, you adapt. You like, I could never do this, but
And then
you
you do.
adapt. Yeah.
So, what
Again,
are
I'm not
these-
comparing it to prison or moving to
Big
another
Brother,
country.
just like prison.
Yeah. But cozy and free.
tight and
Yeah.
tight and free. That's true.
Yeah.
Who do you think has played it best?
Who do I think has played the game best?
Yeah.
I think Ross played the best game for
I think
sure.
so, too.
If he doesn't win, I think he'll win America's favorite.
Now, do you get money for that?
Yeah, I did.
Didn't you win?
Yeah, twice.
America, really? What were we thinking? My God. Alicia J. Duffet or Duffet says, "Go Ross." Rhonda Johnson, Burt, Jeff and Jordan's engagement was the best in reality TV history. Just my honest opinion. It is. The two of them are the most ridiculously cute things in the world. I've never seen the proposal ever. I've never seen
you
that.
haven't?
I've never
You
seen
gotta
that
watch
episode.
it.
But I think we should do like a watch party where you show it to the other hosts. Because I don't think
everyone wants to watch that.
Well, I do now. I'm
Well,
into
next
Big
time you
Brother.
and Brooks come over, vice versa, we'll put it on YouTube and we'll have a couple drinks.
All right.
Because that's the only way I can watch myself. I could watch that. I can't watch myself on the show.
You can't look at yourself. Can you ask Jeff what he thinks of the lack of a backyard? These people have nowhere to go.
Well, that's because, so usually it's just the backyard, okay? So now they have this little area because it's such a fast season. They're constantly switching
Set,
games
so they have
back
one,
there.
two, one,
so
two.
it's just the big backyard. I'm making like a diagram, but now they have this part, so the people setting up the competitions could constantly work. So they still have an outside. If they didn't make that little backyard, they would be inside the whole time. So this is a good thing that they made a little.
And
backyard.
when they're doing the things, they're always in coats and it looks freezing. Is that outdoors?
Yeah, you're
I see,
outside, but you're on the
okay.
CBS lot. It's
oh,
on the
ah.
CBS lot, but there's like huge, when you're in there, there's huge like fences around. So it's tall, but then there's like the green fence like you see around the tennis court up top. So people can't throw things in or look in, but you can see the sky.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can see this. That's good. Sierra McKenzie, I want Ross in the finale. He played a great game in my opinion. I totally agree with that. Phil Cohen, I'd hope for Marissa and Ross.
That'd be good for
Marissa
Ross.
has played a smart game.
I don't know. She
She's
aligned
just
with
kind
the
of
right people.
She did. She's like
But they're gonna
parasitic
cut-
with Ross.
they're
you know
gonna
what I
cut her.
mean? Yeah.
They're
yeah.
gonna cut her.
That's who goes next, I feel like. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, after Brandy, I think.
Yeah. All right, guys. We also want to make sure I can hear you. Oh, hi there.
Hi.
So guys, this is very exciting news. The one, the only Bailey from Party of Five, Scott Wolf is going to
mine
be here.
is it. Gotcha.
There
There's
we
this lot.
go. Okay.
He is going to be our guest host starting on Monday, I think, or Tuesday.
February 26th.
So excited for Scott Wolf. He's also really doing amazing work in Malawi.
What a cutie.
He is such a cutie. I gotta be honest, those dimples.
Okay,
Ladies!
we're having a conversation. Tori might fangirl out, but you have to understand, you're his peer now.
I know, I have to you're absolutely right. Because I interviewed Scott Wolf and I was like, hey my God, and I have to be played cool.
She interviewed him and said party of 4. She forgot it was 5.
No, I didn't. That's a
True
lie.
story.
You just made that up. It's not even that's a terrible joke. It's not even
It's
funny.
pretty good.
Kimberly Matuzak says, what makes people watch Big Brother? What is it that draws people in? Great question.
Well, exactly. You answer that.
Social experiment. I love seeing the social experiment of it. I think you're literally watching a lab rats. I mean, I'm sorry to do that, but it's
No,
fascinating.
I'm not. It's exactly correct.
Don't you think? I mean,
It's
you're
a human zoo, so to speak.
It is, and I'm like, the live feed is even more fascinating because they're
Yeah.
just, you really feel like a voyeur
And being
in some
in
ways.
there as a player and seeing the different dynamics and then playing a second time and seeing those dynamics play out in somebody else and then doing hosting for the show. So I interviewed
You've
them.
seen it all
before,
around,
the
haven't
full
you?
loop, and it's just amazing. So I'm just enamored with the game and just the whole, like you said, head games.
I mean,
with
it's a
the whole thing.
psychological.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Now, Peggy Williams. I hope Marissa goes tonight in double elimination. I actually have come to really like Mark and James. They've snuck up on me too. I did not like James because you know what I didn't like his interviews. He's always doing this. I'm doing this. I'm like,
Yeah.
It's a little bit like me.
So Melanie, you are the female James.
I hear this.
No one knows
No,
where I'm
because he's a
from.
little. He does have a bit of an attitude in there, like a little smug in the DR. if you
Yeah,
will.
and he kind of plays it like he knows he's on. I like it when
Wow,
you're
it's time to
real.
start the show.
All right, guys, the show is going to be all
Oh,
above.
wow.
We'll see you soon.
We'll see you guys later.
Wow.
Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Friday, February 23rd, and we're working on breaking news out of Florida. We're learning numerous deputies didn't try to stop a shooter from killing students. And in Olympic news, we will talk live to gold medalist Nicole Hensley. She's still in South Korea, and we'll ask her about the women's hockey win over Canada. Let's get this started with the top 5 trending stories happening right now. I was going to toss it down to my favorite big brother, Jeff Schroeder, but I decided I'm going to join him instead.
Look at Erica Cobb struggling her way down here on Friday. I love it. Thank you, Erica Cobb. We are live, guys, and I'm here with pop culture guru Tori Shulman and everyone's favorite comedian Al Jackson. Don't forget about the lovely Erica Cobb.
Yes.
I'm Jeff Schroeder, and we're a trending news and entertainment show that is live, and we cover what is happening right now. Our entire DBL team is in our studio this Friday night, ready to cover news as it trends. And we begin tonight with breaking news, and it's more disturbing news out of Florida, unfortunately. Let's get straight to digital producer Kelly Schubert.
Yeah, Jeff, the breaking news tonight is coming from CNN. Coral Springs police officers tell CNN that when they arrived at the high school last Wednesday, not only had Deputy Scott Peterson not entered the building, but 3 other Broward County deputies had also not entered the school. CNN reports those deputies did have their pistols drawn and were behind their vehicles. Video from the scene is being reviewed, and a report will be released next week. Sources warn, though, that the official account could differ from officers' recollections because it was a high-stress situation. I'll keep you guys updated. Back to you.
Thank you, Kelly. That's, I don't know what to say. You know what I mean? Like when you're saying we don't know fight or flight.
Unless they were told to hold their fire, what were they doing?
I don't know. I mean,
especially when you know that unarmed teachers use their bodies as human shields.
Totally. Absolutely right.
I mean, I'm not saying, and we said, again, like, you know, they're trained to, we don't know what they're trained for, but a lot of people were speculating that they're trained to break up fights and things like that, not for this type of action. But to know that people put their bodies
right, without a weapon, without, you know,
and they were armed. I'm not saying you're sure of doing something, but you could at least try. Unless they're told to hold the fire. Do you agree?
You know, and if they were told to hold their fire, to stand outside of the school while people were massacred inside, then shame on it. Whoever gave that initiative is what I mean. This is what we're talking about. It's like best case scenario. Armed people are there when something like this happens, and they still can't react. Yeah. So what do we think an AP bio teacher is going to do with a 6-shooter? It's ridiculous to talk about. We need other measures because this is not working.
Absolutely. We're going to stay on top of this story. Any new developments, guys, we're going to come right to you and let you know. But right now, we're going to move on because there are only a few more days left to watch the Winter Olympics. But we got you covered. Here's what's coming up tonight. 4-man bobsled team will make their first 2 runs at the U.S. team, or the U.S. team is reportedly well rested. So that's good for the bobsled team. And probably the best chance for a U.S. medal tonight, snowboarders Chris Corning and Kyle Mack compete in the big air competition, which makes its Olympic debut. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
And finally, the U.S. curling team goes for gold late tonight against Sweden at 1:30 a.m. Eastern time. And just a reminder, Team USA currently sits with the same medal count as yesterday, unfortunately, with 21 total, 8 gold, 7 silver, and 6 bronze. So not bad, but we still got a couple chances for medals coming up.
I'm feeling the curling.
Yeah, I think we got a shot.
Well, we're definitely medaling, but I mean, you guys are our experts. Give it to us. How do you think our shots look at getting gold?
I think it looks really good, Jeff. I checked some of the ice reports, and they seem to be smooth but bumpy. Yeah, I don't want to go over your head with some of the stuff, so we'll just leave it at that.
It's a curling
It's complicated. Yeah, you might not understand.
They went curling here.
We're novice.
I know.
You know, they're pros.
All right, we'll see about that. Maybe we'll take them out later this weekend. We'll see what happens. And if you're wondering how you can watch the closing ceremonies, NBC and its related channels will broadcast it live Sunday morning at 6 a.m. Eastern time. It's pretty early. And also air more produced versions Sunday at 8 p.m. I don't know why I'm so caught up about that. I'm very excited about it. Would you wake up that early to watch the Olympic closing ceremonies?
I don't know. It's my favorite part. I mean, I like the opening ceremony, but I don't know if I'd wake up for it. If it's on, I'm like, hey, all right, it's like a Seinfeld rerun, but I'm not going to wake up.
It's like, I'm not going to turn. Yeah. No, it's on.
I want to see Tara Lipinski and Johnny Weir talk about it. I don't want to watch it without them.
So you would watch it if they did the closing ceremony?
Which they are doing.
Okay, so
but it's the later
are you going to go
but
in
it's
at
the more
3 a.m.?
No, but it's the more produced one.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you're waiting for the
I'm waiting.
I am too. But would you wake up at 3 if they were doing it at 3?
I mean, I like them. I don't love them.
And still ahead, we talked to Olympic gold medal winner, Nicole Hensley, live from South Korea. She's a friend of the show, and we can't wait to hear from her. She's the goalie for the U.S. women's hockey team. Amazing, amazing what they did. And coming in hot, American figure skater and television commentator Johnny Weir's wild looks. If you've been watching the Olympics, you've definitely noticed him. So our very own Al Fashion Jackson has a roundup of Johnny's craziest outfits from over the years.
This one is from 2005. I kind of like what he's going for. He looks like an expensive ice cream cake. This looks like if Green Day met Cirque du Soleil. Johnny, I'm loving this. He's got the Indian feathers. He's got one arm that looks like it's not talking to the rest of his body. And he's looking up at God saying, how awesome did you make me? You got the, what do they say, plunging V-neck. And it's pointing right to the moneymaker. I call this Monday. I couldn't hit this pose if I had just gotten hit by a bus. I'm just loving Johnny. He's got a very Christmas flair here. This is like what I really wish Santa looked like. What's my prediction for what Johnny Weir's gonna wear to the closing ceremonies? He's just gonna be dressed like a UPS employee, just all brown. Nothing else. Just, he might even have a package under his arm. That's my prediction. Remember, Al Fashion Jackson said it.
There we go. We love Al Fashion Jackson's segment. But we got to interrupt the program, guys, because we are joined now by a very special guest, Nicole Hensley, who just won a gold medal as the goalkeeper for the Team USA women's hockey team. There it is. Welcome, Nicole.
Hi, guys. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh,
hey, girl.
It's our honor. Do you remember Erica Cobb talking to her before the Olympics? I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, of course.
A lot happened in between. A lot happened in between. But I'm going to kick this thing off, Nicole, right away. I just want to know, because it was such an amazing game, what was going through your mind during that shootout?
You know, I think the whole team, kind of the whole game, we kind of knew we were the 23 that could get the job done. So, you know, we made it as stressful as possible on everybody watching. But, you know, at the end of the day, we had confidence in Maddie and we had confidence in our shooters. And, yeah, got the job done.
Amazing. Wow. And I just want to ask you this as well. Would you say you're the women's version of the Miracle on Ice?
I don't know. I think we'd rather say that we're writing our own story. But,
that's the right answer.
Yes.
That's the right answer.
Nicole, how have you guys been celebrating?
You know, I think yesterday we had to do a lot of media and stuff and kind of get out there and share the story with everyone. And, you know, but at the same time, we've been just the 23 of us together and you know, just sharing stories and remember this, remember that, just kind of trying to relive the moment and just laugh and smile together.
Wow.
Nicole, first of all, I was watching the game live at a bar, and you owe me some money. I was so nervous. I was, you know, I had two more than I should have. But it was, I mean, everybody went crazy with that last goal. And I would say, I know we don't have a lot of time, but I would say this is almost better than the Miracle on Ice because the men's team had one more game. This was the actual gold medal game. So this is amazing. And now that you are a gold medalist, what are you going to do with the medal?
Oh, man, I don't know. Most of us haven't taken it off, so we haven't got that far yet.
That's funny that they wear it around.
That's great. It's waterproof, yeah.
It's waterproof. All right, this is Tori here. Last year, you fought off the ice for pay equity. I was so impressed. What kind of difference did it make this year to know you were being paid as much as the men's team?
Yeah, you know, I think for us it was, you know, it was just one battle that we fought together that we knew that if we transferred that same battle onto the ice, you know, we couldn't be stopped. And so obviously winning that battle, we put it on ourselves that we wanted to win this one too. So on and off the ice, we stuck together as a team. And at the end of the day, everything worked out.
Wow. What's next for you, Nicole?
I don't really know. Just we'll have closing ceremonies and head back home and do some more things as a team, and then probably going to spend some quality time with my family.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Go on a beach.
Thank you so much for the call, and you did America proud.
Yes.
Yes.
USA.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
USA. USA. Thank you so much, Nicole. Nicole Hensley, everybody. Wow, that was amazing.
That was so
gold
cool.
medal winner, goalie in a shootout.
You hear her like the way she talks, like she's like, we knew we had the 23 to do it. I was like, that's what a goalie sounds like.
I know.
Yeah, it's inspiring.
I wouldn't take that thing off either. I would shower with that.
Yeah, that's
how it fell off.
Yeah, no.
That's how it would be.
That's when you take it off.
I would put it in the bathroom so people could look at it when they weren't, you know, people were watching.
I wonder if she'll come through here.
Ooh, Nicole.
No, she's a local girl.
I got to get my hands on a medal.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I want to touch one.
What?
Where are you going to win in?
I said just touch her medal.
Oh, I see. I thought you were trying to get a gold medal.
No, I'm going to break a world record. That's coming up, but I'm never going to have a gold medal. All right, Daily Blast Live covers trending stories and breaking news as it happens. Erica Cobb, what's coming up?
Well, coming up, wait, do you guys hear that?
What is that? What?
That's the sound of the beehive. Over rumors of a possible Beyonce and Jay-Z tour.
Okay. Beyonce, Lawrence, and okay, cool. Oh, what's up, guys? Was that crazy?
That was insane. I've never spoken to a gold medal or a medalist.
Right.
So guys, we just moved down those trending stories in A and just brought them in B.
Yeah. So Beyonce, Lawrence,
Yeah, that's
and Donald
Beyonce
Trump.
and she. Okay.
Okay, cool. So yeah, that was super cool.
Yeah, it was
but I mean,
awesome.
not only was that cool,
She's like
she was
in
the
moment.
goalie.
I know.
Right.
So she had like all the pressures on you at that point.
You know what I like my goalie? I like my goalie chill like her. Like she doesn't stress. She was like, yeah, it's been good. I'm chill. I like my goalies like that. They're not high stress people.
Yeah, but imagine that pressure, like gold medals on the line, the country's watching.
The world
I gotta
was
stop.
watching.
Yeah, I
The world
know.
was watching.
She's
Girl.
23 years old, from Littleton, Colorado, right down the street. So that's what I was saying. She
Local
has to
girl.
like come
Love it.
by. Yeah.
That's so cool. And I mean, you know,
Dude, there's a lot of, there's 31 Olympians. I don't know how many medaled from Colorado, but.
Yeah, the most Olympians on the U.S. team are from Colorado.
Right, so we gotta have at least one come
Come
through
on!
with that
Yes.
gold medal.
right, I just, you know, I don't think that it's hit her yet that like somebody's gonna probably play her in a movie.
Yeah.
Like how cool is that?
That's crazy.
Like they're just, and I'm sure it'll take a week, a month for this all to soak in. But I mean, this is the apex. I mean, she's gonna go super far, but just like
One of those moments
this is a
in her
moment
life.
that
Her defining
how
moment,
many
defining
people get a chance to feel what she's feeling right now.
Well, you guys
Dude,
let us know where
yeah,
you
not
guys
many.
were, where you guys were watching it. Ellis Walker says, I watched the game live. That was a very awesome game Wednesday night. Where were you guys when you were watching? You were at a bar.
I was at the Fainting Goat.
Night. The Fainting Goat?
That's where I was. Yeah.
And the
Did
whole
you almost
bar.
faint when they won? that was a Tory joke.
You laughed at it. It was.
It was
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like you
yeah.
could just hear it, like it just started getting quieter and quieter because as the game got more and more intense.
I love when a bar comes together.
Yeah, it was just
Oh,
everybody
yeah,
just
the
watching.
best.
It was just, I mean, in the shootout, it was tit for tat because they initially went up 1-0 during the shootout. And I was like, oh no, I don't want to lose.
And
Like,
it wasn't
this
it just her and this the goalie and there was one-on-one.
Right, it's
Yeah,
one-on-one.
so when it comes down, yeah. But I got to give it to the shooters too. They were some crazy,
they were
crazy
some really-
moves.
yeah, really cool
some crazy
stick
moves.
handling,
So
so.
good team effort.
Yeah.
Team USA, gold
Team
medal
USA.
winners.
Nice job.
Loving it. All right, guys, we'll see you at the next break. Where we talk about trending stories like this one. Could Beyonce and Jay-Z be going on tour together? Several fan sites have posted screenshots of Ticketmaster showing pages Bey and Jay, but we could not independently confirm that they were real. So this might be fake news, but good news if it's real, right?
This is not fake.
All right. I was waiting
This is
for it.
absolutely happening. This is the culmination of a lot of tea being spilled on their own about themselves, and now this is the height of profiting off of it. It's gonna happen, and I'm buying my tickets early.
Ooh. Would you guys want to go on tour with your other?
Definitely. I mean, because being on a long tour, I've taken some pretty long ones, 3 weeks at a time, 4 weeks at a time, especially when you're overseas touring, and you really, really miss your spouse. And FaceTime's nice, long distance is nice.
I mean, does it get lonely?
Yes, most
Yeah,
definitely, because you feel like you're missing out, and especially when you start talking about, you know, people are in time zones that are 6, 8, 12 hours difference. I mean, you know, when they're awake, you're asleep, and it's just tough to link up. So it's better if they're with you.
I think they're the kind of synergy that they're just stronger together. Like there's a lot of couples who are like that. Like they just become like powerhouses because they empower each other.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm going too. I'm going.
And Beyonce's headlining, what do you think?
Yeah.
I mean, she's the only person.
Jay-Z is opening up for her, trust me. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later. Also trending right now, Jennifer Lawrence. In a preview clip for 60 Minutes, Jennifer Lawrence admits that she struggled in school and dropped out. Take a look.
I dropped out of middle school. I don't technically have a GED or a diploma. I am self-educated.
Do you regret that?
No, I really don't. I wanted to forge my own path.
Well, the full interview airs on CBS this Sunday at 7 p.m. I don't know, if I were Jennifer Lawrence, I don't know if I would want to share that information.
Yeah.
Just because she's a role model to so many kids out there, and for her to say that she did it, a kid might think, hey, I'm going to drop out.
And she also seemed to not care that she dropped out.
Right.
Not that you should. I mean, I know Bill Gates and Steve Jobs and other people dropped out. And
please don't put her name in
No,
that
I'm not.
sentence.
No, I'm not. I'm saying that people have dropped out and done great things, but to say it so nonchalantly is not
Right.
I don't know. That rubbed me the wrong way.
I definitely come from a household where education is such a priority.
Yeah.
However, I do understand that it's certain people just don't progress in the same traditional ways that other people do. Granted, you have to risk becoming like, or hoping that you're a LeBron James or a Jennifer Lawrence. But I think that, you know, sometimes things aren't for everyone.
Right.
I still believe you should get your education because that's something that can't be taken away from you, and likely you're not LeBron James or Jennifer Lawrence.
I would just say this does seem like there's like a learning disability there somewhere that she kind of hinted at a little bit. So if she expounded on that and explained, like, you know, because I think there's a lot of people who struggle with reading and comprehension. As a teacher, I had a lot of students that were like that. So I think if she focused on that, like, this is why I did it.
That
I
would have been
struggled
more
in school.
helpful,
It would have
maybe.
been more helpful.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we are live. Let's go to digital producer Raquel Villanueva with news at the moment.
Well, this is just in. The trailer for Paterno, a new film about the former Penn State football coach. Take a look.
You need to step down. You need to resign before somebody does it for you.
I raised millions of dollars for this university. I have a staff and a squad that can win a national championship. You want to fire me? Try it.
The film stars Al Pacino, and it focuses on the final weeks of Joe Paterno's legendary run as coach, and it asks if he was complicit in the scandal surrounding assistant coach Jerry Sandusky. You can check it out yourself on April 7th on HBO. Back to you.
Wow, that looks great.
That looks great.
That's
Casino.
Wasn't the idea that he kind of like skirted, they gave him a pass because the three others were also indicted and they were convicted just not too long ago.
Yeah, it's not, and Pacino, I just have to say, he's been doing a lot of HBO stuff as Dr. Kevorkian, and now he's portraying this. He's killing it over there at HBO.
Well, I wonder how accurate that story is going to be, because how did they know all the details that went into what happens? You know what I mean? They have the majority.
It seemed like a lot of people were talking at one point.
Yeah, so maybe they do have the whole story. I'm going to watch it either way.
Oh, yeah, it looks great.
I love that whole story and things like that. All right, guys, coming up during the break on Facebook Live, we're going to talk more about Nicole Hensley. And coming up on Daily Blast Live, viral videos guaranteed to make you laugh.
Like this dog who just can't catch a break, comedian Al Jackson will share the best viral videos of the week and rate this video. Plus, do you want to go to an event where everyone will be doing terrible Owen Wilson impressions?
Oh,
Yes!
wow.
Sign them up. Al and I will pass. Well, now you can, and we've got the details.
Let's see. Kyle Baxter, I thought Jennifer Lawrence graduated way past middle school. By dropping out of middle school is the surprising question is why she did it. Well, usually people do drop out more than high school. Not middle school is quite young.
Middle school's really, and I wonder, like, how did her parents
deal with that? Yeah. I have further questions.
Well, it's not I mean, she did turn out okay. You know what I mean? I just think that she's a role model, and I'm not saying anything who drops out like you're a terrible person. I think just in a role model position, you should maybe, like, if you're going to go back to school and educate yourself, then come out with that story and say, hey, I dropped out, and I'm going to go back and get my degree now, or at least take the equivalency.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, just because you're a role model, that's just how I would.
If you haven't completed middle school yet, I mean.
But when that happens, there really aren't parents or advocates, you know, that are strongly supporting you most of the time. I worked with someone who was extremely successful. He dropped out of school in 6th grade.
Wow.
And honestly, sometimes I had a really hard time keeping up with him.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
I mean, academics is not for everyone,
For
but
sure.
middle school seems so young, and then for her to become a political activist without that background in education is somewhat.
Well, no, I mean, it's a phenomenon, for sure.
Yeah.
It's a phenomenon. That's why I say, as a leader, you can't do that, because these stories that we say, like Bill Gates or whatever, I'm not comparing, they're so far and few between.
They're 1 in a billion.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you know, so that's why it's better just to stay in school. And if I did that, maybe I wouldn't go on 60 Minutes and talk about it.
Well, yeah, Sierra McKenzie says, I totally agree with Erica. I've had a hard time with reading, yet I can get an A and B in math. I wouldn't drop out, though. I do know your grades don't reflect your potential for greatness.
I love that.
Yeah, that's Sierra McKenzie. She always has us Always. So, guys, we're going to do an amazing story coming in hot about a Luke Wilson.
Amazing story.
Owen. I mean, Owen Wilson. Wow.
Oh, wow. That's my brother. Wow.
And his, there's a big conglomeration of people happening in Australia for a certain reason. I wonder if you can figure out what it is.
Why can't you just say group?
That's a group. Oh, you mean conglomeration?
Yeah.
Stu, am I supposed to be over here?
Wow, it's a conglomeration. Wow, I use big words.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. We are the only live show that covers trending stories live, no matter where you're watching. And we're all about viral videos, and it's time for our favorite segment, Al Sounds Off, where Al Jackson rates the best videos of the week with a little help from his boy, Jeff Schroeder. Take it away, Jeff.
Thank you, Tori. That's right, guys. It's Friday. And you know what that means? It's time for Rate This Video. Yeah. With everyone's favorite comedian, Mr. Al Jackson.
Hey, what's up, man? Happy
Feeling
Friday.
good, buddy. Looking forward to the weekend. All right, Al. I think I found us a new harmonica player to add to our jam sessions.
Really?
Yeah, check this out.
Oh. Now, Jeff, it's a Friday. I'm in a good mood, and I just love this video because it shows you that no matter who's playing a harmonica, it's still boring. I'm just kidding. I think this is cool. This is Friday, and because I'm in a great mood, it gets 3.5. Al, sunglass emojis.
Pretty good. Way to kick things off. Our camera guy, Rob, will watch out for that one. All right.
Rob, I'm coming for you.
This cute kitten got all wet during playtime. Take a look.
All right. Now, Jeff, he comes out of the box and goes right into the water, and that might look gross, but you know what? It just invented the first kitten bidet.
Oh, I like it.
The kitten is clean now, and everybody loves a clean kitty. Let's go to the next one.
How many emojis you giving the clean kitty?
Oh, that one gets 3. Al, clean kitty emoji.
There we go. Check out this proud little guy with the stick that's just too big to fit through the gate. Don't worry, he's okay.
Jeff, the only thing cuter than the dog is a dog with a mild concussion. I just like this little guy because he reminds you that you can believe in anything. He thought that stick was going to go when he tried. He didn't get it, but you know what? Because he tried so hard, he gets 4. Al, head bandage emojis. Let's go to the last one.
Let's move on. It's only Friday, and this guy's weekend is already spinning out of control. Check it out.
I really like this guy because he shows you what happens when your Netflix account gets canceled. This guy is probably going to win, but he would have been a Hall of Famer had he hit the TV. But he didn't. He missed and just hit the floor. So because of that, he gets 4.5. Al, laughing, crying emojis.
And that's our winner for this week's Rate This Video with everyone's comedian, Al Sounds Off. Favorite. I forgot favorite in there. Pop culture guru Tori Shulman with the new trending story coming in hot.
Wow. Thank you, guys. Thank you. We all know that wow is actor Owen Wilson's unofficial catchphrase. He says it in just about every movie he's in. So now in Australia, his fans have organized a gigantic meetup on Monday to gather together and give a massive group wow. The event says 4,000 people are going and 15,000 are interested. And if I were down under, I'd definitely be joining them. Since I won't be there, let's have our own right now. 1, 2, 3. Wow.
Do we sound like a cat or Owen Wilson?
Yes, a cat. Definitely.
It sounds like a cat.
That was amazing.
Hold on, I'm going to get some viewer comments.
Ooh, I have one too.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, so this is from about the Olympics.
Okay, go.
I'm sorry, this is about Jennifer Lawrence. Ellis Walker dropped out of middle school, but look at her now. Sierra McKenzie says, I know she said she had a hard time, but I want to know more about it. That's what I want to know. And Kyle Baxter says, I thought Jennifer Lawrence graduated way past middle school, but dropping out of middle school is the surprising question as to why she did it. That would have been more helpful, I think.
I would just think, how? Wouldn't you need like an advocate to sign you out? Like, you can't make that decision at 12 years old. Like, so
there's more to this story.
Maybe you're tune in 60 minutes. Let's find out. Absolutely. The conversation is not over. Join us on our DBL app, and you could watch us live on Facebook and YouTube. Here's another viral video our DBL Nation is sharing right now. Check this out. Whoa. Wow.
Hey everyone, it's Connor Ashley, and we're talking about what's trending right now. So Fathom Events and Sony Entertainment Pictures have partnered up to bring this cult classic back to theaters. Labyrinth will be returning to theaters this spring for 3 days only. It's a part of a fan celebration, so it's going to be on April 29th, May 1st, and May 2nd. So Fathom Events and Sony Pictures, like I said, they will be presenting Labyrinth in theaters on those days. If you guys want to know more, you can go to fathomevents.com or check it out for yourself. Alrighty, we're going to pass it off to Kelly Grega.
Hi guys, it's Kelly. So we know that Starbucks is always ahead of trends, but this story kind of surprised me. They are getting onto the tiny house micro living trend. Now this is a story coming out of Delish, and it actually says that they are going to start having their stores out of shipping containers, which, if you guys don't know, are only 450 square feet. So it's not a drive-through, it's an actual commercial store that employees will be working in, taking orders in, creating drinks, serving food. I don't know if that's really a sizable place to go study. That's where I always studied in college. So DBL Nation, let us know. Are you happy that Starbucks is going on this micro trend and downsizing their storefronts? Is it saving space? Are they making an ecological decision? We always want to know. Keep writing into us. We want to keep you updated on all trending stories going throughout the show. And stay tuned for the very end of our Friday show. And we will tune in with you guys on Monday. So that's it for the breaks. Bye, guys.
I'm ready.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live, everybody. We didn't manage to make any funny moments for you, so we got something better. Next week, actor Scott Wolf will be joining us as a co-host all week long. He's a great guy, super excited. So all you Party of Five fans, make sure to tune in.
That is a tough one.
Yeah, it's been a long week. It's
week.
Friday night.
It's true. I just want to give a shout out for happy birthday to Justin Beatty. We also have Raquel Villanueva's birthday, and also Phil Cohen. Happy birthday,
Part of our DBL Nation. Happy birthday, guys. All right. I want to have a fun weekend. Let's relax this weekend. Let's watch the closing Olympics and come back strong. And Big Brother on Sunday. Finale. All right. Stay tuned for that. All right, guys. The stories never stop, and we don't either. We are live on YouTube and Facebook. Keep the conversation going. Always. Be nice to each other, and have a great weekend, everybody.